Hello, YouTube land. This is Brenton Sawin coming to you from Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State. Now, I thought we would have a little time to chat about the 50,000 subscriber mark. I've seen lots of different channels that had videos made at 1,000 subscribers or 2,000, 4,000, or whatever, 10,000. And I always thought, well, I'm going to wait till I get to 50,000 before I do anything like that. And finally, the time has come. It passed 50,000 last night. And then it dropped back again. Someone unsubscribed or something. And so I was like, well, tomorrow we'll look at it and see. Approaching 14.5 million views. We've done pretty good, really. A lot of listening time. I think every 2 days we have from 5 to 10 million minutes of watch time. That's a lot of people listening. It's a lot of time for people to listen, and so I'm very grateful. I kind of think about when first got started. I was getting some stories. That people would send to me, and I would kind of read the story or something like that. And I did, some how-to videos, and kind of was trying to find that niche. And then I ended up telling Hollow Earth My Encounter with a Darrow, and that kind of took off, and it started really getting some views, and it eventually evolved into me telling the devil account, and so I started doing the supernatural stuff, a little bit more, and then finally ended up on the cryptid stuff, and anything that's mysterious. So over time, the bigger your show gets, the more stories that come in. And I've had a few people ask, are you slowed down on getting stories? And not really. I've got quite a few. I've been kind of done a few pre-interviews, and so I'll probably crank out several here over the next week or so, and just had someone email me a big, long. I haven't even read it yet. I don't even know what the story will be about, but I'm getting some of the supernatural type stuff, some of the Bigfoot woo stuff, and got someone who has a Bigfoot or Dogman, wasn't sure what it was, story. And an interesting sounding one too that I'm going to try to get a hold of her and see what her story's about. But in a gist, it was about a dogman werewolf type thing. It changes into a coyote and fled the scene. It was like a person was a dogman or werewolf that morphed into a coyote and then takes off out through the woods, I guess. Interesting sounding something there, and the thing, I guess, both telepathy, mental telepathy, speaking to her kind of thing. So anyway, got lots of stuff to get, and so I'll start getting stuff out a little more regular. I've had a lot of things going on here lately, and had to kind of resolve some issues. But anyway, I had my cigar, lit it too early for my 50,000 subscriber deal. Burnt down some now. But anyway, I really do appreciate everyone who is subscribed and watches the show on a regular basis, and has contributed to help keep things going. And help me, like when I did the fundraiser thing. That really helped me get some medical issues kind of taken care of, and I'm starting to feel a little better and stuff now, and it's hard to motivate to do things when you're not feeling well, and sometimes those kind of health issues, you start with one issue and then it escalates into several different kinds of physical ailments that just get you down, and it makes it really hard to function and keep rocking on, do the things you need to do. But you can't quit. You gotta keep trying to figure out how to get better, and I've been doing a lot of like natural remedy kind of stuff with vitamins and this one guy, I got a box of stuff up there. He sent me this bunch of natural. He's a chiropractor guy, and so they're really big into the natural herbs and remedies and stuff like that. And then taking some of that stuff. Because I think the key to getting the edema issues that is probably going to be dealing with liver and kidney function being better, and I think you can do a lot of cleansing type things to help with that. And not my kidneys and stuff haven't failed. They're still working, but maybe not good enough to process the fluids and stuff that off. So it's really hindered me in my feet and my legs, and then end up gaining weight because it's hard to walk on their foot. When you're, especially when my right foot gets so swollen it hurts to walk on it, and then you end up immobile a lot, and you end up gaining more and more weight. And I've had people like say, quit eating. I don't hardly eat near as much as most people that I know eat, that are thin. And I even had one guy here emailed me and said, I don't mean to be rude or you take this wrong, but quit eating while you're doing the interviews. I've never ate while I do interviews. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. I wouldn't sit here and eat while I'm doing an interview. So I don't know. Sometimes there's anomalies when you call people's phones and you're interviewing them. There's real weird kind of sounds and stuff that come from, I think, them using their cell phone. And, so I don't know what it is that the person was hearing. So I told him, I said, dude, I don't know what you're hearing because I never have eaten while I was doing the interview. I might take a sip of a Gatorade or something, a Powerade, but I'm not eating. It's crazy. But anyway, you always got troll types that want to say something negative and act like they're not. Don't want you to take this wrong. It's going to go south from there. So, but anyway, just thought I would say thank you to everybody, and hopefully we'll head to the 100,000 mark, and over time it'll get big enough to have a budget that can where I can travel around and do face-to-face interviews with people all over the country. That'd be real great. And then I could even meet the fans, say, hey, look, I'll be in so and so town, and if you're available, meet me at the restaurant or whatever, and we'll have some lunch and something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Other than that, here I'll have some stories coming to you here promptly, and God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.